Skiing, a sport of elegance, precision, and, let's be honest, an overwhelmingly high probability of catastrophic bodily harm. A pastime as old as time itself, if time itself were invented by wealthy Europeans with too much leisure time on their hands and an alarming disregard for knee safety. And yet here we are, on the slopes, gliding down the mountain like majestic creatures of nature, or more accurately, plummeting down towards imminent disaster, fueled by equal parts adrenaline and recklessness. But let's take a moment to reflect. Skiing in the grand scheme of things is utterly ridiculous. First, you take a mountain, a perfectly good naturally occurring landmass that was doing just fine without human interference. Then you strap overpriced fiberglass planks to your feet and throw yourself down slopes at speeds that would make a race driver reconsider his career choices. And to top it all off, you pay for this experience generously. Because nothing says leisure like spending stupid amounts of money on a lift pass, a pair of rental boots that smell like the death of 100 pass feet, and the privilege of waiting in line behind a 6-year-old who inexplicably skis better than you ever will, whilst a river of disgusting snot dribbles down his face. And looming over this grand frosty circus is the shadow of climate change laughing ominously in the distance. Every year, resorts stare anxiously at the sky, hoping for snow, only to manufacture their own when nature ghosts them. Because what better way to preserve winter traditions than by using industrial snow cannons to blast tons of water into the atmosphere? It's like replacing a broken light bulb with a flaming torch and calling it innovation. We're so good at denying the obvious, we hide ourselves behind ridiculous necessities which are totally meaningless. But isn't that just life? We fill life with loads of nonsense to give it a meaning, but life is meaningless. We manufacture meaning the same way we manufacture snow, frantically, desperately, and at great expense. We climb up, we slide down, sometimes with the illusion of control, other times in a catastrophic tangle of limbs that results in an innocent bystander getting taken out like a bowling pin. The key is to act like you meant to do it and that it is perfectly rational, isn't it? Because if you tell yourself something with enough confidence, it magically becomes true. Just like how you definitely didn't lose control back there. It was simply an advanced maneuver known as the unintentional cartwheel of doom. And yet we persist, because skiing, like life, is about the pursuit of fleeting joy, the temporary high before gravity reclaims its power, the seconds of euphoria before you realize your gloves are soaked, your nose is frozen, and your dignity is buried somewhere in a snowdrift, before you remember that your après-ski fake hot chocolate will cost more than your actual lunch and contain enough whipped cream to suffocate a small animal. And let's not forget ski fashion, a crucial yet baffling element of the sport. Have you truly skied if you haven't done so while dressed like a fluorescent moron? The only thing louder than the wind in your ears is the 20-year-old music blasting from the resort's bar, where everyone is pretending that drinking lukewarm beer in thermal underwear is a civilized social activity. Yet, somehow, you will still feel underdressed next to the 50-year-old woman effortlessly skiing in a leopard print outfit, radiating an aura of chaos and unshakable self-confidence. Yes, let's talk about après-ski evenings. The only part of skiing universally agreed upon, a sacred ritual in which people sit by a fire, sip something suspiciously alcoholic at a very high degree, and bond over their near-death experience. A place where skill level ceases to matter, and everyone can agree that the best part of skiing is in fact when you stop. Your fucking feet hurt so much that you just couldn't go on anyways. And then, there's nothing quite like pretending you're having a great time whilst forcing down your throat a plate of molten cheese so rich and unholy it will take several liters of white wine and an entire sleepless night of digestive regret to get it through your wrecked body before you're inexplicably ready to do it all over again. So, As I make my way down this mountain, descending with the elegance of a woolly mammoth on ice, I remind myself, life is just one big absurd ski slope. You try to enjoy the view, you do your best to stay upright, and no matter what happens, you inevitably end up at the bottom, without really understanding what just happened. The only difference? In skiing, there's a lift that can take you back up. In life, that's not an option. And honestly, that's fine. So, whenever you're feeling down about life, just remember you'll be dead sooner than you think, and none of it matters. Just try to have a great slide. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.